Your PrimeWare products, what they're made from, and why do you do that?
Good question. We make our products from bagasse. Bagasse is really the leftover material from the sugarcane refining process. So it's kind of spent fiber. And in the past, it's always been burnt. It's burned up, and that's how it's been gotten rid of. So even in the burning up, you're putting more pollution and dirt and particulates and things in the air. What we do is we take that fiber and through a process of cleaning it and then putting in I guess a paste is the best way to describe it, or a liquid form, we mold it. And we mold that sugarcane fiber into plates, platters, bowls, hinge lid containers. The good part about it is sugarcane is an annually renewable material. So sugarcane plants grow tall in a year's time, as opposed to trees. And depending on the tree type, tree may take 20 years, 30 years, 50 years to renew itself in size. So ours is an annually renewable material. It's compostable, it's biodegradable, and it molds itself into lots of different sizes and shapes.
So can you tell me what color your products are?
They're white or a slight off-white in nature. They go through a hydrogen whitening process that doesn't bleach it. No bleach is used. None of the material is ever bleached. But it cleans them up and gets excess material out. So it has a nice presentation. It's clean just like a clean paper plate that people are used to. We also have some products that are tan, sometimes because we use bamboo, and we mix bamboo in with the bagasse material.
And why do you do that, mixing the bamboo and bagasse?
But bamboo is a stronger material, and it also lends a different color. And a lot of people, when they're buying something that is compostable and biodegradable, they think white is too clean and too pure sometimes. So the tan color helps people see, oh, it's recyclable, it's compostable, it's biodegradable. It looks more environmentally friendly. There are customers for both, so we do both.
So if your products are made out of a pulp, do they leak after a few minutes?
It's a good question. No, it's the fiber is molded and it's compressed, and there's also an additive for moisture resistance and grease resistance. So just like all the other molded products on the market, we all have those basic components. Ours have a lot of integrity to them. So you can cut a steak on a plate, you can put soup in a bowl, and you're not going to lift it up and it's going to fall out of the bottom.
So do you make any other products other than plates and bowls?
Yes, we do. We make platters and hinge lid containers, complete line, in fact, the largest line of hinge lid containers in the industry. We make cutlery. We even make the first compostable hot cup lid made from sugarcane.
So what size cups does this lid fit?
It fits between 12 and 20 ounce sizes from both domestic and international manufacturers.
I'll create another plate. Why another line of plates versus what's out there already?
There's a lot of stuff out there, and each serves its own function. We decided to come up with something that's the most environmentally and socially responsible solution. So there's foam plates out there, and everybody's eating off of foam plates. Part of the problem with foam plates is they last forever. They're going to be there always. And what happens is you create more foam products, petroleum-based products, they end up filling up the landfill. Our product, you put it in a commercial composting facility, and it disappears in about 60 to 90 days. So it's gone. It's compost. It's mulch. It's natural material that you can use to replant vegetables, grow products. It's no longer around, and it reduces our need to find more landfill space.
Joe, you mentioned foam products, and a lot of things tend to be more expensive. Is this product more expensive than foam?
It is a little bit more expensive, but we're talking about pennies more expensive per piece. The difference, though, is you don't have the waste problem afterwards. You have a very green product that's compostable and biodegradable.
Your product line includes hinge lid containers. Is that like a foam clamshell? And if it is, how's it going to really hold, this paper thing going to hold all this real hot food like Chinese food coming off a wok or something like that?
You got a lot of good questions there. Let me see if I can handle them all. Yes, our hinge lid containers, they're commonly called clamshells in the industry. We make them in a bunch of different sizes. We make them in sections so that foods don't run together. But it accommodates all kinds of food so that people can take it to go, in essence. What we did is, in researching the market and understanding the needs of the market, and specifically where we are in the Bay Area, where foam and things like that have been banned, we developed a special line of hinge lid containers that are lined with what's called PLA, polylactic acid. And what that does, that liner, that film that goes right across the hinge lid container, allows you to take hot food, say, right out of a wok from a Chinese restaurant. So hot, greasy, with sauce, goes right into the container. You can close the lid. If you had just a plain molded fiber material, over time it would break down. And it's mostly because of the steam. It sits there in its own steam bath. What the PLA lining allows us to do is take that hot food, even Italian food, a big piece of lasagna and a lot of sauce, and it can still handle that material and not fall apart in the time it takes for you to go from the restaurant and bring the food home.
So are your products, are we able to put those in the refrigerator, freezer, and well, how about even the microwave? Can we do that?
All of the above. Yeah, they are microwavable and freezer safe. They'll hold up and do just fine.
So do your products have any certifications? Are they approved by anybody or meet any guidelines, or what can you tell me about that?
Yeah, we've spent a lot of time and energy doing a lot of testing on our products to meet the certifications and the standards that are out there. You may be familiar with ASTM standards, and the ASTM standards are set up by an independent testing lab, and we meet their standards for compostability, as well as the most important people in our industry, BPI, the Biodegradable Products Institute. So we meet their standards as well. And there are other ones. There are standards for Health Canada. All of the Canadian provinces have their standards for compostability and food contact, and we meet those. And we're a part of the USDA, the BioPreferred program.
So your products aren't just green in name only, because today there's an awful lot of information coming out in the media about companies that are using certifications or supposed certifications as a marketing tool rather than having anything really behind them.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And we don't have the energy and the time and the money to fight all of it. But yeah, you have to be careful as a consumer, as a user of products, to do some homework. There are a lot of items out there where they say these are green because they use 50% less plastic. Well, they're still using plastic. They're using less than they did before, or it's all from recycled materials. Well, it's recycled plastic. The bottom line is those items aren't really green. They're just using less bad stuff than they were before. So the things to look for are those compostable standards, ASTM standards, BPI certifications. Is it compostable? Does it actually break down? Or does it just use less bad stuff than it did before?
So what kind of new ideas or new products do you have under development? Can you tell me?
The ones that I can tell you about, we're coming out with new things all the time, and I think it's important to know that a lot of the new things that we come out with are based on partnerships with big, important customers of ours. We have relationships with these customers. They need something, they come to us, we develop a product for them. And we also add things to our line that way. We've just come out with a neat 32-ounce bowl. It's tan product. It'll be a noodle bowl, a rice bowl, a salad bowl, but it's a great size, real clean shape. We come out with different containers all the time, some with matching lids. But because we're the manufacturer and we're in control of the process, we have the ability to work with any of our customers to come out with a custom item. And we also do embossing and printing. So we can emboss someone's logo on almost all of our products as long as the space is big enough for the logo to fit. Gives us a lot of flexibility. But there's new things coming all the time. And a lot of it is added based on our own design or based on partnerships with our accounts.
So where can I get your products out in the marketplace?
We work primarily through food service distributors and paper distributors, calling on the food service, restaurant, hospitality trade all around the country. So if you call your local supplier and they don't have our products, ask them to look into it. Say, hey, I'm interested in PrimeWare by PrimeLink Solutions. And they can contact us because we only sell through distributors, and we'll work with them. And they love having customers ask about new things, and we'll be happy to help them get our products and sell them in the market.